Good morning, children. I'm your English teacher and I will teach you English literature. Children, we have already finished our story and we have done some exercises also. Now, today we will do some exercises that are given on page number 14 and also on 15. So, the first exercise, vocabulary, read this sentence. A squire must never disobey his knight. You see the highlighted part, dis. Okay, we use dis before some words to make opposites. Here dis has been used to form the opposite of the word obey. Now what you have to do is use the prefix dis, 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 and form the opposite of these words. Some words are given to you, 5 words are given, and you have to use the prefix. Which prefix? Dis, dis. You know now what is a prefix? Prefix means group of letters that are put in the beginning of a word to make a new word, and many times it makes the opposite, right? Now let's see. The first one is agree. Agree means to share the same opinion with someone, and when you add the prefix dis, it becomes disagree. That means you don't agree with someone, you don't share the same opinion. Second one is obey. Adding the prefix, it makes disobey. Third one is like, and when you add the prefix dis, it becomes dislike, means you don't like something. Fourth one is appear, something which is visible, and when you add the prefix dis, it makes disappear, something which is not visible, you cannot see. And the last one is allow, means to give permission, and when you add the prefix dis, it makes it disallow permission. Exercise B, you have to complete the sentences with the correct forms of the words from exercise A. That means all those new words, the opposite words that you have made in exercise A have to be used in exercise B also, okay, to complete the sentences. The first one is the goal was dash because the goalkeeper was not ready for the penalty. So what do you think? Which word will come here? Disallowed. The goal was disallowed because the goalkeeper was not ready for the penalty. Second one is even best friends dash sometimes. So the answer will be even best friends disagree sometimes. Third, the kite dash behind a cloud. So what do you think? What will come? The kite disappeared behind a cloud, means it hid behind the cloud and you can't see it. Fourth one is we should never dash our parents. So we should never disobey our parents. And the last one, it is such a beautiful song, I don't think anyone can dislike it. Now this exercise listening. In the listening part, there is an advertisement given to you. You have to listen it, okay, and circle the activities mentioned. Elephant safari, skiing, see old palaces, stay in tree house, try new food, scuba diving, houseboat ride, look for rhinos, elephant bathing, kayaking, meet new people, snake boat race, and spice plantation tour. Then in the writing part, it's given write a paragraph about the type of holiday you would like to go on. So this you can do in your utility notebooks, right children? You have to write about any holiday that you would like to go on. Now come to page number 15. On page number 15, reading aloud. Listen to this story and read it aloud in class. So you have to read it on your own. First I'll read it and you have to listen. The armies of heroes. As they rode along, Don Quixote and Sancho Panza noticed clouds of dust rising. Seeing this, Quixote imagined that two armies were about to engage in a great battle. Carried away by his imagination, he even began to name the leaders and knights in each army. Sancho said, "But, sir, I do not see a single knight." "How now?" cried Don Quixote. "At least you must hear the sound of the horses and trumpets." "I hear nothing," said Sancho, "but the bleating of many sheep and lambs." The clouds of dust had indeed been raised by two large flocks of sheep, with their shepherds. However, Don Quixote failed to see this. "Your fears, Sancho," he said, "prevent you from hearing or seeing properly. If you refuse to follow me to the battle, I will go on alone." "Take care, sir. Come back," cried Sancho in vain. Don Quixote charged into the midst of the sheep. The frightened animals fled in all directions. The shepherds attacked Don Quixote, and soon he fell wounded to the ground. That's all, children. Okay, children, I have given you exercise C questions also. Answer in detail along with this video. This you have to note down in your notebooks, right? And that's all. See you in the next class. Thank you.